And joining me now with more reaction to President Obama's nomination of Judge Sotomayor is Ed Gillespie. He's the former counsel to President George W. Bush, was in charge of managing President Bush's 2 Supreme Court nominations in 2005. And Lanny Davis is the former White House counsel, special counsel to President Bill Clinton. Guys, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. All right, Lanny, just to expand on a little bit of what I was discussing with Senator Hatch, the judge said in the speech in Berkeley she doesn't know exactly what the difference would be in her judging, but she did say that I accept there would be some based on my gender and Latina heritage. Now, if somebody suggested in any way that the fact that they were male and white and that would influence their judging, would that not be viewed as discriminatory?
No, and it's a reality that everybody judges life and perceptions through their life heritages, and I think you're in a rabbit hole digging on that one, Sean. But if you want to get some facts about her being a moderate, I'll give you one fact. Let's see what you do with it. 95% of the time that she was on a 3-judge panel with a Republican judge on that panel, she agreed with the Republican. A conservative prosecutor in New York described her as strictly applying the law.
I ask you a question, and you come in with your talking points that were obviously fed to you by Nan Aaron. I don't want you. I want you to explain. I want you to explain a very simple thing to our audience here, is when she makes the statement about gender and race, and she said, I would hope that a wise Latina woman with the richness of that experience that would more often than not reach a better conclusion than a white male. I want you to deal with my question. Why would
she did not say better. Excuse me. I'll read. Say better conclusion than a white male.
Not reach a better conclusion than a white male who hasn't lived that life. Explain why that's acceptable in your liberal world.
I believe that Justice Ginsburg has also commented that male Supreme Court justices don't know what it's like. I just did. I think it's perfectly appropriate to reflect life experiences, which is exactly what Justice Ginsburg has said as a woman, and which you cannot deny. So I did answer your question. You may not like the answer.
All right, the idea, Ed, that somebody would bring up the notion that, you know, race and gender would cause them to reach a better conclusion than the white male. Is that Orrin Hatch right in suggesting that if that were a white male that said that, they'd be thrown out?
Oh, it'd be a huge controversy. You can just hear the Ted Kennedys of the world, the outrage. Look, Sean, this is completely counter to the notion that justice should be blind. And the fact is that judges and Supreme Court justices shouldn't take into account the race or the color or the financial status or the corporate status of plaintiffs or defendants. They need to take into account the letter of the law and apply the law that way. And it is disconcerting. Many of the quotes that we have heard from Judge Sotomayor are disconcerting at the extent to which her personal feelings, personal background and history and experiences, which all they certainly, Lanny's right, they shape us all, but the extent to which she consciously injects them into many of her statements about the law
let me ask you this.
deserves some questions.
Hang on, Lanny. And let me ask you this.